Now, for 25 years, ever since I've been in the public spotlight nationally, there has been a very concerted effort to just, attack me, spread falsehoods about me and the like, which I knew was going on and which do take a toll. They take a toll not only on me, but they take a toll on people's views about me, because when you have so many absurd lies being propagated about you, you come to know that even when they are easily disprovable, there's a lingering doubt that people have. And, I've not done, and I will, say this clearly as I feel it, I've not done or figured out a way to combat that effectively. And I felt so terrible during this last campaign when so many people who supported me literally had to hide their support.
Yes.
They joined groups on Facebook, and immediately just a swarm of Russian bots and other critics would descend upon them and make terrible accusations against them because they were supporting me. And so it moved into kind of a hidden sanctuary, so people could say, I really support her, or I really agree with her. I don't know quite why I provoke that kind of overreaction. And so many of the accusations against me are so absurd. But then, in retrospect, when I was writing my book and looking at all the research, enough people believed them.
Yeah.
They believed the most outlandish, ridiculous stories, that I was running a child sex trafficking ring out of the basement of a pizzeria. I mean, you laugh, but people believed it. Yes. Because it was, as I said in my remarks, it was weaponized. And it was delivered to people who the very smart manipulators behind that knew might be affected. Just the other day, I looked at an Ohio State analysis about what were the 3 stories that led people who had supported President Obama to either not vote or staying at home, or voting for a third party, or maybe even voting for Trump. But most stayed home and didn't vote, or voted third party. And the 3 were that I was dying, a very constant theme. And you may not have seen it, but it was very much in the atmosphere. The second was that the Pope had endorsed Trump. And the third was that I was supplying weapons to ISIS. Now, why do people believe that? Well, partly because those stories are delivered in a way that looks like news. And so I don't blame voters. I don't blame people who receive that on their Facebook feed or their Twitter account or however they receive it, thinking, well, I don't know. And even when contrary information is presented, like I'm still here, I haven't died yet, thankfully. And the pizzeria didn't even have a basement, but you just have to wonder, how do we stop this? And obviously I'm concerned not just because of me, I'm concerned because we're living in a time when information can be so powerful, and if it's wrong or it's intended to influence you to do something that is not reality-based, but based instead on propaganda, that's a problem that we have to deal with going forward.